Hey, hello everyone. This is Shawana Boye, your go-to realtor here in the state of Florida. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is part two of They Ghosted Me. Woo! Hang in here with me. Hang in here with me. I'm gonna try not to keep you guys longer than 15 minutes. I'm gonna try to get as much detail out without divulging private information so you guys can be aware if you come in contact with these buyers. I will just say put the pieces together and you do the mystery yourself because this is definitely a mystery, to protect them. And I know you're probably saying, why you want to protect them? They wasn't thinking about you when it was, when they got you out there in these homes and scamming you with some fake proof of funds. And we're going to get there. If you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe today. Make sure you hit that notification button so you are aware of when the next time I bring you content or go live. So we're going to get right into the meat and potatoes. This family I met on November the 12th. As I stated in part one, they ghosted me. They were the last family to come in at this open house. It was right at 309, and I allowed them to come in to see this house. They shared this sad story with me after I asked if they was working with a realtor. They said no, we're not working with anyone. The last realtor we was working with, we didn't sign any paperwork, and they ghosted me. So the buyers said that the last realtor ghosted them. Moving forward, the mom, it's a family of four. The mom proceeded after we ended the open house. She went directly to my website. If you guys use KB Core, you know KB Core captured the information. Later that evening, she sent me two or three homes that she wanted to see the following week, the upcoming week. So I proceeded and asked her because she was communicating with me it was email at the time. She was communicating with me by email. So I just told her that let me get in contact with the listing agent of this particular property in question for that Sunday. Now that's November the 13th. I scheduled that showing. We went out to this beautiful home. It was like $750,000. Now, remind you, these are cash buyers, as I stated in part one. Cash buyers. They showed me proof of funds over a little over $2 million. Dun, 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 dun. I wish I had some music. Over $2 million. Not really trying to be judgmental, but I'm going to stop right here. If you're a new agent and if you're an agent that's been in business for a period of time, because both of us got ghosted. I am a new agent, 6 months, and the other agent, the listing agent, 12 years experience. So this is both of our first time experiencing scammers, buyers, scammers. New agents, before you leave your house, make sure you always get that broker buyer agreement, whatever your firm, your brokerage call it. You want to get that agreement for the agreement of you and the buyer, or you and the seller going to be working with each other. Always get a proof of funds if they're paying with cash. If they're not paying with cash and they need financing, always get a pre-approval letter. Okay? These are some of the things I'm sharing with you from my experience with this family in question. I had the proof of funds. However, I delayed getting the broker's agent agreement because they showed me over a $2 million proof of funds. But that $2 million proof of funds was not a real proof of funds. You hear me? And I found this out from the listing agent after. Okay, let me go back because I don't want to jump too far. I'm getting excited, but I'm upset because they really broke my heart to pieces because I thought I was about to land an all cash deal, either that $750,000 deal. And you guys know how much money that is. Whew. Or whatever the case is. Fast forward on that Monday. That Sunday, I drove down to Orlando, went to my sister gathering. Shout out to my sister Nikki Bay. And as I was in the venue, the clients are texting me. They want to know if they can see these 4 properties. So I'm up here on my cell phone. I'm working, realtors, we gonna work. If it's about money, helping families get into their homes, whatever the case is, we gonna pull out that phone and we gonna work. I know most of us. I can't speak for everybody, but I'm talking about me right now. So I proceeded to go into my MLS, check to make sure the home was still in active status. I scheduled our showings for that Monday. So I had, I think, 5 showings. We started at 9 a.m. We ended roughly around the 12 o'clock hour. Out of those 5 homes, this family saw 2 homes. They said it was going to be their forever home. And I want to take you to this communication. And I'm gonna stop and pause while I'm searching for this. If you feel like something isn't right, it isn't right. Do not disregard your feelings, your intuition when you sense something about anybody. Me, I was trying not to be judgmental, but if you got over $2 million in your account, you shouldn't be rolling up in a 2000 almost broke down click 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 car. Now remind you, millionaires do come in low profile cars. You will never probably know who a millionaire is if they don't show you their bank account. You feel me? So I didn't want to judge because that's just not me. That's just not in my heart. Y'all know my heart is about helping folks, help them manifest their dreams by providing the keys to their dream home, whatever it is. So that's the mindset that I had in this particular instance. I want to help this family by all means necessary. I want to help them. You showed me proof of funds. I checked that off my list. It was a Sunday. Then this Monday, after I showed them all the properties, I asked them to go to their bank, get a letter on company letterhead, or I need to see a bank statement showing that you have these funds in your account, not a screenshot. Okay? Do not accept screenshots. After she told me that she was going to go to her bank manager, her bank manager asked for my fax. Where they do that at? What bank manager going to ask for a fax? Y'all still using faxes out there? Y'all tell me something I don't know. But from the experience that I've had with my previous clients, everything was always scanned or downloaded in email to us realtors. Another flag. I'm sharing this story so you guys can be aware, just in case these buyers approach you in the near future. I can't share their name, but it's a family of 4 and 1 on the way. Okay, so it was roughly around probably 12:30 that day. She stated she was going to get back with me. The bank manager was out to lunch, and she was going to make sure she get me that letter. So in between that time, we're talking about this last home that she just fell in love with. This is her dream house. It has 5 bedrooms, 2 owner suites. It has the nice backyard space. It's on a private lot. It's in a beautiful community. This house was listed at $695, so I got her under her budget, which was $800,000. So I communicated with the listing agent. I told them, hey, I got these buyers. They're really interested in your property and your home. I think we got a good deal, etc. So I'm going to proceed to put in this offer. I started communicating with her about the roof. She's aware of it, that the roof is right at 13 or 14 years old. So it's going to need to be replaced because the buyers will have a hard time getting it insured. So either you come up front and get your roof replaced, or you take it out of the asking price, which is the $695, which initially that's what I was putting in the offer for. So we're going to put in the offer. We're going to minus the cost of the roof plus closing costs and prepaid fees, which brought us down roughly to $675. Before I even had a chance to present this over to the buyer, she sent the $675 to me. She kind of did her own due diligence, what I thought she did, in her own, research. So I got the offer together. I presented the offer to her, and she said, "Perfect, 675, 18 to 20-day closing, a 5-day inspection, $6,000 EMD. Perfect. That sounds great." She continued to communicate with me by text, and in between that time, I was trying to call her, but she didn't pick up the phone. She was saying that she was busy and she just wanted to communicate by text. Fine, it's a lot of texters out here, but me personally, I don't like doing business by text. That's another flag. So I sent over the contract. She stated something needed to be changed, and I made those modifications, sent it back to her, and it's roughly around 6:15. I did not hear back from her. She ghosted me. She ghosted me. So I waited about 45 minutes. I called, no answer. I text, no reply. So that's okay. Maybe she's asleep because she's expecting. So the next morning, I get a call from the listing agent. She's like, "Hey, Shawana, did you send your offer over?" And I was like, "No, I was waiting on my buyers to sign it." She said, "Oh, because I got another offer last night, and I want to make sure that I submit your offer over as well, since we were in communication first." And something just dawned on me. How this house been on the market for a little over 30 days and no one has put in the offer. So how you get two people, or two buyers interested in the property the same night within a couple of hours from each other? Y'all following me, right? The buyers were communicating with me and another realtor at the same exact time. They were playing me and playing this other agent at the same darn time. Yes, I'm furious. I'm like, what? I put those two together. I called the buyers back, no answer. I text them, no answer. I got like a text log all in my phone, like just unanswered communication. So by this time, fast forward, 3 days went by. I communicated with the listing agent, apologizing that these buyers that I found, or that found me at the open house, I was apologizing that they just ghosted me. This is the first time this has happened to me. Sunday came, and my girlfriend, we was taking a trip down to Orlando, so I'm sharing the story with her. Us females, we are very, we gonna, we gonna investigate things. And I already went to her Instagram wall, excuse me, her Facebook wall, but by this time, I overlooked this particular collection. My girlfriend, she found the collection, and she found videos of them in that same exact home on that Wednesday. Yes, on that Wednesday. Yes, they all in the house. Oh, we found our forever home, our 3,500 square foot home on a private lot. Got our backyard where I'm gonna grow my fruit and all these vegetables, and it has a pond where we're gonna put our boat. Just bragging, just up here, just sharing, like you didn't work with me on that Monday. Like I didn't procure that home for you. I found that home for you. I opened the door for you. So how could you work with another realtor? I don't care what you had signed. If I showed the home first, I opened the key to the house, I let you in the home, we were discussing offers, it's my deal. So if this deal go through, I can fight for referral from this other realtor, or we can go to arbitration, whatever she decide to do. However, girlfriend, let me tell you, we ain't going. Nothing is going to happen, because these buyers are scammers. Week and a half passed by. I'm in communication. Today is 11/28. I'm in communication with the listing agent after my girlfriend and I discovered all these videos on their wall. She don't put pieces together. I don't put pieces together. The buyers scammed them. They never met the deadlines. They never turned in the EMD. They wanted to send in checks. So who take checks these days? Title companies don't take checks. You either gonna wire that money, or you're going to drop off a cashier's check, and the cashier's check verifying this, that's pulling the funds out, putting it in the check, and then you give it over to the title company. But we're not accepting no ACH checks. We're not accepting personal checks. No, 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 no. So the buyer, I guess she was trying to convince the list. Now she's communicating with the listing agent. Oh, we got the funds. Oh, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. So the listing agent in question sent them over um, the document to cancel out the deal, and she relisted the property. So the property is now active. So if you're looking for a beautiful 5-bedroom home, upstairs and downstairs, over 3,500 square foot, here in the beautiful city of Jacksonville, in a beautiful community affordable homeowners association, make sure you contact me for details on this particular property. I want to help this listing agent and these sellers sell this home. It's a gorgeous home. It's really amazing. Fast forward, the listing agent, she did her investigation as well. She went to the bank and asked the bank if this, the screenshot that they sent over to all of us. So if you guys are receiving the same screenshot, run from these buyers. And that's exactly what the bank manager said to the listing agent. Run from these buyers. I don't know what's going on. This is a new scam that's probably out here. If you're going to wholesale the house, just say you're going to wholesale the house. Don't come pretending like you buying this house and showing fake proof of funds and going in these homes with multiple realtors, wasting our gas, wasting our time. And it just very heartbreaking, not only to us, but over to the sellers as well, because they are really trying to sell and they are willing to pay for closing costs on this particular home. If you're looking for that house, 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath, it's a beautiful home. It has an office. It has a formal dining and living room, nice kitchen, nice backyard oasis. Make sure you contact me. But I'm wrapping this story up. Just be aware. If you feel like something isn't right, it isn't right. Check for, like I said, the proof of funds. It was there, but it wasn't there. That's it, guys. That's all I'm going to share. I try to keep this up under a certain time frame. However, if you come across this family, report it to your brokerage. And we're going to protect us as realtors, as well as the buyers, the sellers in question. So that's it, guys. That's the story in its nutshell. I am heartbroken. They just took money or food off my table. Well, I thought I was going to get paid off the gig because I thought it was a real deal. Well, that's it, guys. That's the story of They Ghosted Me, and this is part 2. Stay tuned and make sure you follow us on all of our social media outlets. Follow me, Shawana Boyer, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube to find out more about my real estate good days and bad days. What could I say? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And that's it. I hope you found value from this and I hope that you learn from some of the things that I shared. Make it a great day.